Hello everyone and welcome to K-Sport. Today we are going to be diving into match number 57, a preview of the Sunrisers Hyderabad versus the Lucknow Super Giants. Looking at the team's head-to-head stats, we can see that the Lucknow Super Giants have a 100% win record against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. They also have a win at the Rajiv Gandhi Stadium, which coincidentally is where today's game is going to be played as well. The last match especially will be remembered because of the heroics of an ex-SRH player who hit a valiant 44 of just 13 deliveries to help the Lucknow Super Giants chase down 183 runs with relative ease. And that player was Nicholas Pooran, who has a great record against the Sunrisers Hyderabad that we'll be diving into further as the video goes. Diving into the venue-wise stats of the Rajiv Gandhi Stadium, we can see that teams batting first have won 3 times more than teams batting second. And the impact of the toss doesn't really play a huge factor since teams have elected to bat and bowl with the same frequency. But those teams batting first, the average first inning score at the Rajiv Gandhi Stadium is around 210 and the average first innings winning score is around 228. So with such a batting friendly wicket, let's look into the batting stats of both the teams and how they stack up against each other. Looking at Lucknow Super Giants batting across faces this season, we can see that they're amongst the most poor batting units in this IPL. They have an overall run rate of 8.9, which is just not cutting it in an IPL that has been this explosive. The only team that's worse than them in terms of run rate is the Gujarat Titans. So they're definitely going to have to spruce up their batting when they're taking their game to the Rajiv Gandhi Stadium. Looking at their batting struggles in the power play overs, we can see that they've lost 18 wickets in those first 6 overs alone, and they have a run rate of just 8.5. If you're not scoring well above 50 runs in the power play overs, the game's good as gone in what is being a very turbulent IPL. KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock definitely need to step up and bring a lot more runs to the table. And their batting isn't getting a lot better as the innings progress as well. They have the lowest death over run rate at 10.1 and have also hit the least number of sixes at just 22. Nicholas Pooran is definitely trying his best, but he needs a lot more help from the other end as well. Looking at the team that they're playing against, the Sunrisers Hyderabad have one of the best batting units of this IPL. They have a run rate of 10.2, which is the second best overall run rate in this IPL. Their batsmen just don't know when to stop and they're hitting the ball as soon as they come to the crease. The Sunrisers Hyderabad batting unit is one to watch out for in all phases of the game. Well, almost all phases of the game. They still have a few things that they need to adjust in the death overs where they have the 6th best run rate. While in the power play as well as the middle overs, they have the 2nd as well as the 4th best run rate amongst teams in this IPL. Another issue that the Sunrisers Hyderabad have to address is their number 3 batting position. They've used 6 different players for that one position, the second most for a team, and Delhi has used 7 players. If they are able to sort that out, their batting could get even better. Looking at some key players in today's matchup, the first player that we have to mention is Nicholas Pooran. His average against the Sunrisers Hyderabad is the highest amongst any opposition in the IPL. He definitely loves playing against them, and it's kind of funny considering that he used to play for them in IPL 2022. And as I mentioned earlier, in the last encounter between these two, he was on 44 not out in just 13 deliveries. He was all set to hit one of the fastest IPL 50s, but then there were just no more runs to chase. But as we've seen with so many other players, there is a stark contrast between how they performed in the first half of the season and the second half, and Nicholas Pooran is no different. His average and strike rate have considerably dropped when he started in the IPL. And who knows, this is an opposition he loves playing against, and if there's anyone he's going to look to score runs against, it's the Sunrisers Hyderabad. And a milestone that we have to mention is that Nicholas Pooran needs just 4 more boundaries to have struck 100 boundaries in the IPL. So let's see if he can get that against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Now looking at some key players for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Nitish Kumar Reddy has been a revelation this season. The young lad is a star in the making and he's shown with some crucial knocks, especially when the Sunrisers are struggling. In his game against the Rajasthan Royals, he hit an unbeaten half-century. which helped the Sunrisers post a formidable total against the former league leaders. However, he couldn't replicate those heroics in the game against the Mumbai Indians, and that finally did end up proving a little bit costly. Just like some of his fellow Sunrisers, Nitish Kumar Reddy performs in extremes depending on the innings. In the first innings, he's an absolute monster who has an average of 60 plus and a strike rate well above 160. But there is a considerable drop when you look at his batting in the second innings. So that's something he'll definitely have to work on in case Lucknow Super Giants win the toss and put in the Sunrisers Hyderabad to chase. One underrated attribute of Nitish Reddy that we have to mention is just how good he is in those middle overs. He's hit over 160 runs from over 7 to 15 and has the third best strike rate amongst batters who have faced over 100 deliveries in the middle overs. Taking a look at Hyderabad's ever-present enforcers, Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head have been absolutely bashing it out of the park this season. Head and Sharma have the second and third best strike rates of the power play overs and show absolutely no signs of slowing down. Looking at just how well Sunrisers have forged this opening pair, Travis Head is one of the best players of pace and Abhishek Sharma is one of the best players of spin. Against pace alone, Travis Head is hitting balls reaching the boundary fence 60 plus times, which is amongst the highest for the number of boundaries against pace bowlers this season. And looking at his partner in crime from the other end, Abhishek Sharma is an absolute spin bully. He has a strike rate of 230 plus against spin and has the second most sixes against spin bowlers this year. Taking a look at some of the SRH's bowlers, T. Natarajan has been an absolute revelation this year. He's picked up 15 wickets and is in the running for the purple cap. This is a considerable number from the 10 scalps that he picked up in the entirety of last year, and he's definitely come good on Hyderabad's faith in him this year. Hyderabad have also used Natarajan really well in the death overs this season. Only Harshal Patel and Jasprit Bumrah have a better strike rate than him in the death overs this year. Although he has been leaking runs, he's been picking up wickets at crucial intervals and is one of SRH's most important bowlers this season. Pat Cummins has also been really crucial with the ball in the middle overs. Amongst bowlers who have bowled 10 plus overs in that phase of play, he has the third best average as well as strike rate. Although he hasn't picked up a lot of wickets, he still maintains a really good economy of 7.1 in that phase of play. One player that the quartet of Cummins, Natarajan, Unadkat and perhaps Umran Malik will have to be wary about is Marcus Stoinis. Marcus Stoinis has been bullying all the pace bowlers this year. He has a great average against them and strikes at well over 160 against pace this season. So he's somebody to watch out for in today's match. One more milestone that we'd like to leave you with is that Bhuvaneshwar Kumar needs just 3 wickets for 50 wickets at the Rajiv Gandhi Stadium. This hasn't been one of Bhuvi's best years in the IPL, but in his game against the Rajasthan Royals, when the SRH desperately needed a win, he came good and he showed us just what he's capable of. Do you think that he's going to reach his milestone in today's game in what looks like a heated race for a playoff spot? Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe and keep coming back to K Sport for more cricketing content.